Begin by closing your eyes or focusing them with a soft focus, perhaps 3 or 4 feet in front of you. Allow your body to settle. Just become conscious of any tension anywhere in the body and just let it go. Bring your attention to your feet on the floor. How do you know your feet are on the floor? What sensations tell you your feet are planted? Is there any sense of tingling? Is there a numbness? Is there a sense of gravity? Are there any sensations that tell you that your feet are planted on the ground? Be open to such sensations, just noticing what there is to notice. And if there are no sensations, that's okay. Just noticing that too. Just allowing your attention very gently to drop down to notice your feet on the floor to the exclusion of anything else that's going on around you. And now, as if your attention was a beam of light, sweeping that beam up towards your behind on the seat. Noticing what sensations tell you you're sitting here on this chair or this cushion. Is there any sort of tingling? Is there hot, cold, tight, loose? How do you know you're sitting here? Just allowing yourself to be open to any sensations that come from just having your feet planted on the ground and your seat on your chair or cushion. Just settling with that openness to noticing for a few moments. And now just gently allow your seat and your feet just to fade into the background of your attention. And allow yourself to become a little bit more aware of the space that's around you. Are there any noises? Is there any sound or any sensation whatsoever? Just pay attention to those sounds and sensations for a moment. When a sound or sensation arises, allow it to do so. Notice it, observe it for a moment, and then release it. No need to become caught up in any story associated with what's going on. Just notice it and allow it go. And now let's begin building up a picture of how your body feels. Starting from your feet. Bring your attention as you did before to both feet simultaneously for a moment. And just noticing what sensations tell you you have feet, tell you that those feet are on the ground. And slowly scanning your attention up to your ankles, lower legs, calf and shin, your knees, your upper legs, your hips and your pelvis. Noticing your abdomen, rising and falling as you breathe. Up to your chest, also rising and falling as you breathe. And now around to your lower back, your middle back and your upper back. All the time just Noticing what sensations there are to be noticed. Not getting distracted by them, not tuning into them in any great depth, but just taking sufficient time just to note them and move on. Note the state of your body as it is right now in terms of sensations. And when you notice any tightness or any tension, just consciously releasing that, just softening that part of your body, letting go. Scanning up towards the shoulders, where we carry an awful lot of tension and an awful lot of stress, the shoulders and neck, letting those relax, but at the same time noticing what sensations are there to be noticed. Going down to your fingertips, noticing that you can bring attention to all 10 fingertips, or pick out any individual finger and just notice sensations going on with them. Lots of nerve endings here, so there may be pulsing, you may feel hot or cold, tight or loose. Not looking for any particular experience, just noticing what's going on, tuning into whatever happens to be there, and if you notice nothing, that's okay. Just notice that there's nothing. Moving up the backs of your hands and your palms, wrists, lower arm, upper arms, and back to the shoulder. All the time simply being alert and open to whatever your body chooses to share with you. And allowing to soften any part of your body that you find is holding itself unnecessarily tense, sending a signal to your brain that you're in some way tense. Continuing up your throat and the back of your neck, your chin, your lips. Lots of sensations around the lips because there are lots of nerve endings. Your tongue, cheeks, eyes, your eyebrows and the spaces between your eyebrows, and your forehead. Again, if it's clenched, just gently release it. And up to the top of your head, mindful of any sensations or tightness, and just releasing or softening. Just noticing any sensations that choose to reveal themselves to you. And having scanned the body in parts, let's now increase the focus out so that we hold the whole body of it in attention, allowing it to communicate to us any sensations that it cares to. Soak everything up. Just notice anything that calls to you, and if something in your body calls to your particular attention, tune into it, notice it, notice the sensations, then let it go, and wait for the next part of your body to call your attention through sensation. Now let's let the attention to the body shift into the background. And let's pay attention to the movement of your breath in the body. following it all the way in and all the way out. Not trying to change anything, just noticing its natural flowing rhythm. Noticing the breath wherever it is most noticeable in your body. It might be at the tip of your nose, or it might be in the rising and falling of your chest or abdomen. But just following the breath in and out for a minute or so. When you notice your mind has wandered, and it will, it's completely normal, watch the thoughts that arise. It doesn't matter whether they're in the form of words or pictures, simply pay attention for a few moments and then return back to the stable anchor of the breath. So when thoughts present themselves, allow yourself to watch the thoughts without getting lost in them. And after what feels like a correct amount of time, shift your attention back to the breath, noticing the breath going in and out until again you stabilize your attention on the breath. So now let's shift our awareness to any thoughts or emotions that are passing through our minds or bodies. These are going to become the focus of our meditation. Don't force any thoughts to appear, just wait for them to arrive. They will. Don't set up expectations, don't set goals, don't set out to find particular thoughts. Just let the mind be completely free, completely spacious, and wait for thoughts to present themselves. Try to become aware of the moment that thoughts first appear, and then watch them for a few moments. Notice how they rise and fall, and how one thought triggers another, and the next, and so on. Notice how thoughts cascade. But just notice them, don't engage with them. Don't build a story around them, just allow them to come and go as they wish. Notice that thoughts can tend to melt away when you stop reacting to them, when you stop building stories or judging or criticizing. And in the gap between thoughts, try to get a sense of what it feels like to have an absence of thoughts, when one thought has passed and another is yet to arise. In these gaps between thoughts, it may feel like a place of peace or emptiness or something that you can't quite describe. Whatever it seems like, just notice. Just wait patiently for thoughts to arise. And after a while, you'll realize again that your mind has wandered away. When that happens, just come back to the breath. Settle the attention on the breath, and then repeat the cycle of going back and just waiting for thoughts to arise. In a moment or two, we're going to finish this meditation. But if you wish, you can pause the recording and just allow yourself to run through this cycle of mind wandering and refocusing lots of times. Just paying attention to what's going on, the toing and froing in your mind. Just getting insight into what goes on with your thoughts. As I said, if you wish to continue this meditation a little longer, pause the recording now. Maybe set a timer. And after 4 or 5 or 10 minutes, come back. But now, gradually begin to shift your attention to what's going on around you, just becoming aware of the world that you're sitting in. Open your eyes. Try to maintain that sense of awareness. Move some part of your body and notice the movement. Set the intention that you're going to take this clear-sighted awareness off the cushion or off the chair as you move back into your day. Maintaining that open awareness of thoughts as they arise and fall away.